actually the existing window that will likely get replaced will not be operable. There will be operable, there are existing operable windows in the apartment upstairs, but there will be no operable windows on West Street. And that was one of the chief's concerns, and that was one way we mitigated that concern.
Okay. Anything else?
Yes. So you also have in your files the a letter from the chief. One of the things, second thing we had to do besides addressing all these was meet with the chief and review the revised plans because he had some police chief. Actually, we'll start with the fire chief. We also, since we were at the fire chief for Goshen Car Wash, we reviewed this application with him. And basically, you have a memo from us documenting that meeting, and basically, we expect everything built, designed and built in accordance with the New York State Building Code. And the second thing that you asked us to do was meet with the chief, which I believe we received a memo from him, maybe recently.
The only concerns he had, basically, on number 6 remains with the building department.
Right, that's plumbing, venting, which is basically, under Ted's, purview. So, and those plans have not been developed yet because of the expensive cost that would be associated with that. Would not need to get through this process first.
All right, is there anything else from the chief we have to make?
Not that I'm aware of.
Was there additional lighting?
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah, well, we covered those 30, well, that was last meeting. The chief had asked for 2 additional streetlights, which we provided.
Match the village?
Match same period lighting, striping for on-street parking, handicap access and parking. And I think those are really good.
Sidewalks?
Sidewalks are really important, and we addressed those as well.
Let everyone know. What are you going to do with those sidewalks?
Well, the West Street sidewalks will be, they're unfortunately with loose stone, someone decided to asphalt over the top of them. Back in the day, I guess. And the front part is all asphalt, most of it's chewed up from the tank removal and remediation. So we have a streetscape plan as part of these documents. That has been reviewed by Welbenet, the ADD architect, and you have a letter in your file for him signing off on those.
Okay. Are there any other comments from board members? Mr. O'Rourke?
Again, it appears that Mr. Esposito has addressed all of our concerns. Of course, we'll take the plans and just go through them. A little less time to make sure everything's there, but from what we stated tonight, it addressed all our concerns.
Mr. President, that's a comment.
Go ahead.
One is the smoking area. You addressed that the ash urn will be there, the trash receptacle, proposed bench in the courtyard area, but it doesn't describe this as a smoking area. Anyway, did I say? Correct me if I'm wrong.
On the plan.
We'll label that smoking area.
Smoking area.
Yeah, I won't use the vernacular.
No. Okay, and that should be a big deal. And the other thing is, can we, where the proposed dumpster location is, can we indicate that it would be recessed with the gate? Yes, describe it. Can we describe it a little bit?
Okay. Well, we can give you this.
Yeah. I see it on there, but it's not on.
Okay, we can put it right here. Yes, okay.
Any other comments? Donnie?
I'd just like to see where the property line for the next adjoining residence, and see that again. Of course, it's residence.
This one,
West Street.
This one right here.
This is right here, right?
here's actually, here's curb, overhead, and parkway, and then this is the parkway.
Loading area is going to be level to the street level?
Yes, yeah. It's actually there now. They roll in and out of there. We're going to get rid of the overhead door. Insulate doors in, but we'll start with concrete there, so you
Roll in and out there.
it's on grade though.
Any other comments, board members?
The location of the four lights, I need the four lights. Yeah.
2 on 1?
Yeah, two on West Street, two on North Church Street.
Two on West, two on North Church Street.
The chief indicated he wanted
Is it one
one
extra?
extra.
I know you want,
No, we had two on.
initially had two.
Right.
One and one.
One and one. We actually spread these out a little bit, put one more here, one more here. We also have a Cobra head. This is a Cobra head light on this pole. And
Right.
also
That's
light on
village.
that pole. Right, but I'm saying in addition to the period light.
This is blind. These are,
Those are the period lights.
but they're located, I don't know, for lack of a better term, correctly, it seems like it's explained that they might be.
Yeah, you see these lines right here, these represent your foot candles that you turn off on those, so we try to keep something consistent.
Oh, okay.
Any other comments? Board members? Michael?
At last month's meeting, I just rehashed, you discussed, oh, you had a question?
You know, what I want you to indicate is where this is located, what the conditions are, what the use is, so everyone understands.
Okay. The property...
And where we
everyone
stand
knows-
as far as
Right.
the zoning code is concerned.
The property is located at the corner of North Church and West Street. It is in the central shopping district of the village, although it is right on the boundary line of the residential zone that begins here. First, we looked at the status of the building. As Steve indicated, this is a non-compliant building, meaning it does not meet setback and other bulk requirements. The code provision has a section that requires the applicant to come forward and compare a bulk table on the date of March 9th, 1998, that's when the bulk table provision came into existence, against the current bulk table requirement. And provided that the use as proposed today doesn't exceed the bulk requirements for the uses in that building in March of 1998, then the non-compliant building status continues. The table was presented to you as the board was satisfied with that. The second issue you addressed is whether site plan approval is required. First, let me point out that eating and drinking establishments is a permitted use in the CS zoning district, so there's no issue about the use itself. The requirement of site plan approval requires you to evaluate whether or not this proposed use is distinctively or significantly different on certain trigger events, those being off-street parking, loading, access, there were a few others, but those are the ones that had application here. And if they do not significantly alter any of those trigger events, then the applicant need not obtain site plan approval. You concluded as a group that provided that the issues that were addressed, the 1 through 11 in the letter you just went through, it would be your position that none of those trigger events were exceeded, therefore site plan approval would not be required. If that's still your position this evening, there is no action for the planning board to take, simply to make sure that John has signed off on the technical elements of the plan, and the applicant would be permitted to obtain required building permits to carry out the work from Ted Lewis, the building inspector, and of course from Weldon Ave from the architectural design district renderers themselves.
Thank you.
April approval. Right?
Yes?
Thank you. I'm counting 64 seats in this location.
Count 67.
67, should be 67.
And that's okay with the parking?
Yep.
Mike, on the parking,
Well,
This is an